Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you inside the Pelham Civic Complex here in Pelham, Alabama, as the Fayetteville Marksmen make their final trip to Pelham this season, taking on the Birmingham Bulls tonight. I'm Drew Blevins. I'll be alongside with you for this one. There are a lot of storylines coming into this hockey game tonight. Primarily, it revolves around the Fayetteville Marksmen being on their first three-game losing streak of the season, and last night's contest was a one to remember. I thought Fayetteville had an outstanding effort. They looked like they were the better hockey team for 55 out of the 60 minutes. Unfortunately, in those final 5 minutes, the Knoxville Ice Bears, who lead the league in win percentage, were able to find a way to put the puck in the back of the net twice to take a 5-3 lead and stay right there at home to take on the Vermilion County Bobcats tonight. Meanwhile, for the Fayetteville Marksmen, a chance to come on the road and play against a Birmingham team they've had success against so far this season. This will be the fifth and final trip to Birmingham this year. The Marksmen have won 3 of the previous 4, including 2 in a row back on December 17th and 18th. Those games, however, were not walks in the park. The Birmingham Bulls, with new assistant coach Kevin Kerr, had something up their sleeve and made life difficult for the Marksmen offense, as Fayetteville only scored 5 goals. However, defensively, both Jason Pulaski and Stefano Durante came together to allow only 1 on the weekend, allowing the Marksmen to take 4 points home, and for what at that point was a 3-game winning streak before running into Roanoke 2 days before Christmas. Things look a little bit different now. The Marksmen are without Jason Pulaski, who remains on call-up with the Kalamazoo Wings. Meanwhile, Stefano Durante is on the shelf with an undisclosed injury sustained in practice earlier this week. Complicating matters further is the Marksmen will be without Taylor Best tonight after he was knocked out of the contest in the third period last night from an illegal check to the head delivered by Riley Robertson. We'll have more on that later in Marksmen pregame. The fact of the matter stands, the Fayetteville Marksmen are in a position now that they are in bad need of a win before going back home next weekend for a 3-game and 3-day stretch at the Crown Coliseum, with the Pensacola Ice Flyers coming to town for 2 of them. Pensacola is one of the teams that have the Marksmen in their sights, as Fayetteville has been knocked from the 4th spot in the SPHL and now finds themselves 3 points behind the white-hot Peoria Rivermen, who continue to surge after a slow start to the season. That means there is a little bit of added extra importance to this game, as the Marksmen have to find a way to get right before what will be a tough test next weekend at home. Prior to tonight's game, we caught up with the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert, and we'll talk to him after the break. This is Marksmen Pregame. Hey, you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads. Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself. For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back to Marksman pregame. Drew Blevins alongside the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. Coach, this is your first three-game losing skid of the season, but there were positives to take away from last night's game, I thought. Primarily the fact that you outshot and outchanced Knoxville. Overall, what did you think of your team's effort?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we played well, to be completely honest. At the end of the day, one of the good things about coaching, this far down in minor pro hockey is I can be brutally honest, and our goaltending just hasn't been good enough. It's one thing to have a 900 save percentage goalie and try to win, but when you have an 800 save percentage goalie and try to win, it's nearly impossible. So when you outchance a team 2-1 or 3-1 in grade A and you lose, it's hard for me to be angry, to be honest.
Well, and in both of your last two games, you've had market improvement in the second period as well. You outshot Roanoke 17-6 in the middle frame. You outshot Knoxville 11-6, scored twice and took the lead. What's that transition been like, and how important is it to have strong second periods continually?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's lessons to be learned throughout a hockey season. And unfortunately right now we're not getting the results, but the past two games I thought we played good games. We just came out on the wrong side of it, but to be honest, it is what it is, and our goaltending isn't good enough. So
you'll be without the services of Taylor Best tonight. He's got 22 points. This will be the 7th game he's missed so far this season. What's it like having to play with 15 skaters instead of 16, and especially missing somebody who's such a big piece in the offensive lineup?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a dirty hit. I think if that's in the NHL, that's probably a six game suspension, and obviously to probably our most effective player, it's not ideal, but it gives a chance for other guys to step up here, and we can't let this snowball, and we can't have excuses. So I expect them to respond well tonight and go out and have a good effort.
Special teams seems to be an important part of this evening's game. Birmingham has allowed more power play goals against than any other team in the SPHL. Your group went 1 for 7 on the power play last night, but last time you were in this building, you scored 3 on the man advantage. How important is it to have a power play that's continually executing and one that continues to find a way to find chances?
Important.
Did you think it was a unit that executed well last night against the number 1 penalty kill in the SPHL, or is that just a vaunted defensive group that made things tough?
No.
Last one for you. This is your first 3-game skid of the season. You're somebody who's talked to me about the process and making sure that you go game by game and have improvements, and it's not necessarily about the standings points and the individual wins. Is there any added extra importance to tonight's game, and if so, why?
No, not really. I think we just have to go out there and, as long as we play the right way and, do the things that I ask of them, I'm not going to have an issue whatever the scoreboard says. It's just about playing the game the right way.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
He's the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. We'll be right back with more Marksman pregame right after this.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up. They spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise. Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back inside the Pelham Civic Complex here in Pelham, Alabama, as the Fayetteville Marksmen prepare to take on the Birmingham Bulls for the 5th of 7 meetings between the two teams this season. Let's go ahead and talk storylines in this hockey game. We'll start things off with what Corey Melkert had mentioned during his pregame comments, and that is the situation between the pipes for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Matt Williams has been thrust into the starting role as Stefano Durante remains on the shelf with an injury sustained in practice late this week. He is expected to recover, and he is expected to be available to the Marksmen this coming weekend. Meanwhile, for Williams, it has been a rude awakening to the beginning of his young professional career. Williams stopped 22 of 25 in his first pro start against the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. However, he didn't have the offensive support to put more pucks in the back of the net, and Henry Dill, quite simply, was a gem for the Dogs as Roanoke took it 3-2 late in the third period. Last night's game is one, though, that is much more difficult to swallow, as the Marksmen had managed that beautifully throughout 2 periods. They had outshot the Knoxville Ice Bears 22-12 over the course of 40 minutes of play. However, Knoxville is able to score 4 on 10 shots in the third period, and that is the key to the Marksmen's undoing. While Fayetteville did go 1 for 7 on the power play last night, Corey Melkert immediately looked back at his defensive unit and between the pipes and talked about just needing timely saves. Matt Williams has the onus thrust upon him here tonight against a team in Birmingham that has not had nearly as much success as Knoxville has had putting the puck in the back of the net. But they have improved defensively, and right now Birmingham is a team that is looking good. They've won their last 3 games. They've won 4 of 6 here in January, and after tonight, their remaining 2 opponents are Roanoke and Macon. So it's there for the taking for the Birmingham Bulls, and this really is a month that is going to be filled with opportunity because of how well they've started it. And knowing who your opponents are coming down the pipe, if you're able to get 2 or 3 wins, you're going to start to push the Evansville Thunderbolts for that final playoff spot. Birmingham has forever been double digits outside the playoff picture. Tonight, coming into this contest, they stand just 10 points out instead of the traditional 16 to 18 we've seen over the past couple of weeks. So a huge opportunity lies here at the doorstep for the Birmingham Bulls, and leading the charge for them is their goaltender, Hayden Stewart. Stewart shut out the league's #1 team, the Huntsville Havoc, on Martin Luther King Jr. Day back on Monday in a 2-0 win. He has stopped 63 of the last 64 shots he's faced. And in speaking with Bulls play-by-play voice Eli Gold, he said these aren't just routine saves. He's acrobatic, he's athletic, and he's making plays that is absolutely humongous for a Birmingham team that has struggled to find consistent offense. Oddly enough, Birmingham and Fayetteville combined for the highest scoring game in the SPHL this season. Came back on November 13th in an 8-5 win for Birmingham. That was Stefano Durante's second professional start. Matt Williams will be making his 3rd pro start tonight, and the Marksman defense looks to hold Birmingham at bay. Also of note, the Marksmen will be without Taylor Best this evening. Best has scored 22 points for the Marksmen. He trails Matt McNair for the team lead in points by just 2. He was knocked out of the contest last night after an illegal check to the head by Riley Robertson. Robertson was notified this morning of a hearing that would determine the length of his suspension. He is out tonight versus Vermilion County, and as Corey Melkert said, plainly as he could, it's a dirty hit, and it's one that the game of hockey over the last 10 years has looked to eradicate. I will not advocate for you to go back and watch the replay, but if you're looking for a clearer picture than what my words can describe, this is what happened. Robertson was going to get beat on the play by Best. He left his feet, drove his shoulder directly through the head of Taylor Best, making the head the principal point of contact. Best immediately went down. He was not able to get off the ice under his own power, and a very scary few seconds there for Best, who is out of the lineup tonight, missing his 7th contest this season for the Fayetteville Marksmen. The only subtraction of note for Birmingham compared to last time the Marksmen were here is C.J. Hayes is out of the lineup. The top line forward for Birmingham will be playing his 3rd game on a call-up to the Newfoundland Growlers in the ECHL this evening. He has not registered a point in his 2 games up there so far. Let's step aside for a quick commercial break. Coming back from it, we'll talk to you about what the SPHL standings look like and how the Marksmen close out the month of January. This is Marksmen Pregame.
Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
We welcome you back inside the Pelham Civic Complex here in Pelham, Alabama. Let's go ahead and have a look at the SPHL standings, as the rest of the league, with the exception of Peoria and Vermilion County, will be at the halfway point after their contests tonight. Huntsville still leading the charge. 25 wins is the most in the league. They have 52 standings points. Right behind them and hot on their tail, the Knoxville Ice Bears. They're hosting Vermilion County tonight and look to remain 3 points or closer to the top seed in the league. Quad City has fallen off a step. They have 17 wins, which oddly enough is tied with Peoria and Fayetteville for 3rd most, but they have been able to go to overtime or a shootout 7 times this season. They have 41 standings points. Peoria is a red-hot team. They have 17 wins and 38 standings points. Fayetteville, on their first 3-game losing skid of the season, is looking for their first road win since December 18th. Oddly enough, it came here in this building. They're trying to keep pace with Peoria. They're 5th with 35. Roanoke hot on their tail with 34. And in 7th place, the Pensacola Ice Flyers with 32 standings points. They're big Birmingham Bulls fans tonight, because if they're able to take care of business, their trip to Fayetteville next weekend could very well be one for seating position on the line. Evansville holds the last playoff spot with 28 standings points. And out of the picture, but looking in and trying to zone in tight, Birmingham with 18 points, Macon with 12, and Vermilion County brings up the rear of the league with 9 standings points. We'll step aside for 60 seconds and be right back with our keys to victory. This is Marksman Hockey.
Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
I apologize. We're back sooner than expected. Let's go ahead and talk keys to victory tonight. We'll start things off with the visiting Fayetteville Marksmen. This is a bring-your-own-guts game. This is one that you've got to gear up and be ready for. It's a Birmingham team that will come out and will hit you and will lean on you and will grind with you for 60 minutes. But it's gut check time for the Fayetteville Marksmen. It's one of those games you simply have to find a way, and that is top of the priority for the Fayetteville Marksmen tonight. The other thing is the Marksmen need to get ahead, and they need to get ahead by more than one goal. This is the team that still leads the league in first period goals so far in the season. They need to use that early advantage to the best of their ability. For Birmingham, they're going to want to flood the net with shots. It hasn't come easily so far for this Birmingham group this season, but with a goaltender that is still struggling to find his way, more shots means more chances, and you've got to play like your hair's on fire. This is a Fayetteville team that is going to come out. They are braced for impact. You've got to be the team to defend home ice and be out and ready to bring the energy throughout all 60 minutes of this one. That's going to do it for us during Marksman pregame. Puck drop between Birmingham and Fayetteville is next.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Pelham Civic Complex in Pelham, Alabama, as the Fayetteville Marksmen remain on the road tonight, taking on the Birmingham Bulls in the 5th meeting of 7 between the two teams this season. Hi, everybody. I'm Drew Blevins. I'll be alongside with you for this one. The Fayetteville Marksmen are on their first 3-game losing skid of the season. It is their longest losing streak since they last played in 2018-2019. So you've got to go back 3 seasons since the Marksmen were on this type of a skid. They're looking to get right against a team that they've had some success against so far this season. They're 3-1 against the Birmingham Bulls, having taken all 3 of those wins here in Pelham. The next time these two teams will face off will be the middle of March, with both teams closing the season. That'll be at the Crown Coliseum on the 18th and 19th of March. Marksmen are in their road white uniforms. They'll be going from left to right across your radio dial. It's Hawaiian shirt night here in Birmingham as the Bulls are in Hawaiian print uniforms smattered with the Bullhead logo. It's difficult to tell you what color they are officially, but it's a smattering of light green, dark green, red, and yellow flowers. But the most important thing is the bare leg socks. It's a look. And it is a great crowd here in South Alabama. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one from Pelham as we are off between the Marksmen and the Birmingham Bulls. The far side face-off circle, Bednard fires a shot that goes off of Kyle Gonzalez. This is a rolling puck in the slot. The Marksmen have it. Bednard pushes to the near side wing as Renault sends it to the point. Oliveri slap shot chopped down by Hayden Stewart, making his 3rd straight start. And the Bulls are going to bounce this one the length of the rink. On the fresh ice, it will go below the goal line. This is icing just 25 seconds into this contest between the Marksmen and the Bulls. New line combination out. Tanner Fraze, Alex Renault, and Zach Remmers. Bednard has cued in to take the draw here, and it was interesting looking at that combination of starters. Marksmen win the draw. A one-timer from Oliveri is blocked on the way through. It splits the stick of Colton Fletcher. This is dumped behind of Hayden Stewart, and Bednard gets to the puck, spins to the near corner. He's pressured by Nippert. Push to Alex Renault, top of the near side face-off circle. He'll roll it along the kick plate by the broken stick to the far side wall. Steven Alvo is able to skate it out to the red line, but no further. Marksman will trap Dave Nippert there as Harrison Harper gets to the puck. His pass across to Oliveri bounces off of Mike Davis's stick and is covered by Matt Williams with 19:02 to go in the first period. Let's look at tonight's starting goaltenders. Matt Williams getting the nod in net for the Marksmen. He is 0-2 in 3 appearances so far this season, a 3.27 goals against average and an .857 save percentage. Meanwhile, Hayden Stewart, the SPHL leader in shutouts, gets the start for Birmingham. He's 5-9-4 on the season with a 3.36 goals against average and a .901 save percentage, just over that line of demarcation for success in the SPHL of a .900 save percentage. You heard Corey Melkert allude to that during his pregame comments in Marksman pregame. Here's a shot that ricochets off of Taylor McCoy. He's got speed. Skated ahead by Drake Glover, who tried to feed his captain. It goes off the skates of Mike Davis, and the Bulls are back out to center down the near side wing. Driving in after this puck is Matthew Hobbs. He was not on the Birmingham roster the last time the Marksmen were in town. Brody Duncan was. Flings a shot from the near side point that hits the end wall, bounces to Vincenzo Renda, who will backhand to Glover, and he'll find McCloy at center. Tries to forehand a pass to Zach Remmers, but it was too far for him. And now Jake Cass will hold between the face-off circles in his own zone with 18:15 to go in the first period. Drops for Brody Duncan, who will give to the Hoover, Alabama native, Austin Weber. He'll dump it in with Renda behind the net to retrieve for Fayetteville. Bounces to the far side boards where he'll get help from FX Girard. Girard works his way around of Mike Tisch, who was acquired from Vermilion County a couple of weeks ago. Marksmen are able to break it out on the near side boards. Headman pass to Farrell is over his stick. McNair goes to chase it, wins the foot race, and finds Farrell. He'll drop for FX Girard behind the net, rotating to the near side corner. He'll skate up the near boards all the way to the blue line. Left the puck for Sam Storman as he got hammered by Schumacher. Dumped in by the newbie, Mark Wilson. This one hit a stanchion and careened in front. And a hard hit on the end wall, and now we've got to keep an eye on an injured Bull. Difficult to see a number on the Hawaiian print uniforms. That looks like Mike Tisch. And I think what happened there is the point of impact against the half wall was that rim between the dasher board and the glass, and that seems to be it, as training staff is out to have a look at Mike Tisch, who seems to be bloodied. Tisch getting off with the assistance of the trainers and his teammate Frank Sullivan. Sullivan's going to go have a look on the ice. So it looks like we're going to be able to go back to play. Tisch was bloodied up around the mouth area, and looking at the search party that went behind the net, it makes you wonder, was there a tooth that got lost? And Noah Ackerman just picked up something and put it in his pocket. We'll see if he delivers that to the bench as away we go. A turnover at the Marksmen attacking blue line. Colton Fletcher to the far side corner, feeds it in front, but his pass stretches just out of the reach of Scott Donahue, who played a handful of games in the state of North Carolina with the Federal League's Carolina Thunderbirds. To the far side corner, Alex Reynaud will shoot it to the near corner, and Shane Bednard. This is how this line likes to operate, is moving behind the net. Mark Wilson fires a long wrist shot off the far side goal post. It surprised Hayden Stewart, who didn't have a clear line of sight. Stays out. We remain tied at zeros with 16:45 to go in this first period. Behind the net, this puck is scooped up by Alvo as he'll head man to Donahue. Pitchforks it up to center, and we're going to get a whistle for a hand pass and a pause with 16:37 to go in this first period. Still scoreless between the Marksmen and the Bulls. Fayetteville rings one off the near post on a wrist shot from the point. And that would have energized this Marksman group. Goals have not come easily in the last three for Fayetteville. A rolling puck at the Marksman attacking blue line will just be clubbed into attacking space by Jarrett Cupp. Stopped behind the net by Hayden Stewart, and he'll allow his defenseman to go to work. It's Jake Cass who works to the far side boards. Headman pass for Carson Rose. He's the team's leading scorer. His wrist shot goes over the crossbar. Marksmen get to it. Could be a 3-on-2 as they enter the attacking zone. Drake Glover at the far face-off circle. Peels back and finds Remmers. Stick handling around one man. Remmers to the bottom of the near side face-off circle. Feeds the point. Renda is going to leave it for Taylor Mccoy, who runs out of real estate on the near side boards. Has to feed it into the corner where Drake Glover is pressured by the Bulls captain Mike Davis, product of Stevenson University. Puck jostles free. Zach Remmers is the one to have it. Remmers has a lane. He shoots. He scores! Zach Remmers cuts to the low slot and makes no mistake on finishing his first goal as a Marksman, and Fayetteville leads 1-0. Zach Remmers spent 19 games with the Iowa Heartlanders in the ECHL, and less than 5 minutes into this contest has given the Fayetteville Marksmen a 1-0 lead. Drake Glover and Taylor Mccoy will get the assists on Remmers' first goal as a Marksman. He had one in the ECHL with Iowa. What a story Remmers was, too, as the Bulls are offside entering their attacking zone. Remmers spent all of about 12 hours in Fayetteville back in November. He was signed, got to practice, and then packed up his bag and was on his way to Iowa. Stayed there for 19 games, was released earlier this week, brought back to Fayetteville, dressed last night in Knoxville, and has the game's opening goal here in Birmingham. Bulls have the puck in their attacking zone, but it's pulled off the near side boards by Matt McNair. He'll give to FX Girard, who's ahead of the attacking blue line. A drop pass for Sam Storman. He shoots off of bodies on the way through. It never made it on net. Bryce Farrell tried to clear the puck back into the attacking zone. He can't. Everybody resets as Mark Wilson will shoot it off the inboards. Schumacher, the first to the puck for Birmingham, but he turned it over on the breakout pass to McNair. McNair is pressured, lost the puck initially, and it's just going to bounce out to center, where Harrison Harper shoots it on goal. Stewart has to make a save with the glove and will quickly push it out for Frank Sullivan. Sullivan standing behind the net, eyeing the clock. 5 minutes and 30 seconds gone by in the first period. 1-0 Fayetteville. The far side boards. Here's a quick wrist shot turned out by Williams off the stick of Colton Fletcher. He was acquired in a blockbuster trade that sent Casey Kolcheski to the Knoxville Ice Bears. You got to see him last night if you were following along. On the far side boards, a bouncing puck is backhanded behind of Hayden Stewart, and the Bulls will get to it first as Donahue looked to push it ahead for Fletcher. Pushes on his stick to make sure it's okay, has had it knocked off of his twig, and this will bounce behind of Hayden Stewart, where it'll be handled by Sullivan. He'll start things up to Steven Alvo, double digits in assists this year for the Bulls number 2. Fayetteville will take it at their own blue line. Mccoy gives to the far side wing, that's Cup. He'll headman to Glover, splits the defense but lost the puck in the process. Tied up by Jake Cass. He'll center to Taylor Mccoy. Delayed penalty upcoming as the Marksmen will bring William to the bench. Here's a pass to the back door. Knocked away from Remmers, who almost had his second of the evening. Hooking is the call. It'll go against Birmingham. We'll tell you about the penalty after this.
Hey, you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
We welcome you back to Pelham, Alabama. It's the Fayetteville Marksmen lead the Birmingham Bulls 1-0 on a goal from Zach Remmers, his first as a marksman. We are being treated to the last bit of the dress and shoot contest here in Birmingham. So we await the resumption of this contest. Face-off will be down at Hayden Stewart's end as the two fans do their best to put a puck in the net. And one of them does. We'll keep going here from Birmingham. Bednard, Reynaud, Fraze, Mccoy, Oliveri, the power play unit for the Fayetteville Marksmen. They were 1 for 7 last night. On the season, the Marksmen are 20% exactly executing on the power play. That's good for 5th in the league. When they're on the road, they're operating at 23.3%. That's the 3rd best road power play percentage in the league. Here's a centering pass. Stewart got a piece of it with the glove side leg pad and will cover. As always, power plays are brought to you by St. Peter Pest Control. St. Peter Pest Control provides year-round pest control solutions. Send all your bugs to see St. Peter. And undoubtedly, if you follow along with us long enough, you'll hear the catchy commercial, and I will not attempt to do the angelic choir here on the radio airwaves. You'll have to wait for a commercial break to hear those. Oliveri between the face-off circles to Mccoy at the near circle. Cross-ice pass to Bednard. He fires from the far dot. Blocked on the way through by Brody Duncan. He'll clear it out to center. And a rolling puck was played illegally with a high stick. And we'll see which team is the guilty party. It's going to be the Marksmen, and the face-off is going to come right back to center ice with 12:55 to go in the first period. Another strong start for the Marksmen in this hockey game. They're out shooting Birmingham 5-1. Leading where it counts on the scoreboard, 1-0. Face-off won by the Marksmen as Taylor Mccoy will give to Oliveri. He'll do a Russian circle around the net and start things up down the near side wing. Dumps it into the attacking zone, out of his net to play it Stewart. Shovels a backhander that beat Alex Reynaud. Nearly sprung a shorthanded chance for Carson Rose. Line held by Bednard. He'll feed the far corner and Tanner Fraze. Centering pass to Oliveri at the middle blue line. Push to the near side corner. McCloy's shot knocked down by the blocker of Hayden Stewart. The rebound collected by the Marksman. McCloy feeds to the top of the far face-off circle. Tanner Fraze goes below the goal line for Bednard, who sent a pass that went off the sideboard. Oliveri fired a slap shot that was blockered away. And now a hard hit at the far side boards as Rose goes down hard. Oliveri rocked him. Carson Rose is down, and now Oliveri is going to have to answer for that. David Nippert has him. Linesmen are between those two. Nippert grabs hold of Oliveri's collar and was giving him knuckles to the chin as Kyle Sherrill will be escorted out to have a look at Carson Rose. Keep in mind that already the Bulls training staff has been called down the tunnel to deal with a mouth injury to Mike Tisch. 12:01 to go in the first period. We'll step aside for an injury timeout.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Scary couple of moments there as Carson Rose took a hard shoulder from Don Oliveri at the far side red line boards. Got back to the bench under his own power. And as is with everything, Kevin Kerr and Craig Simchuk looking on to Mark Dungan. This hit can be discussed, and there can only be a major penalty given at the end of that play. There's no replay shown in the building. Unlike last night in the Riley Robertson hit, I can't tell you where Oliveri impacted him. In real time, it looked like he hit him right above the logo on the chest. The officials are going to huddle up and get together here. And the Marksmen still have 5 on the ice. Oliveri still perched up on the bench, and would not surprise me if we're going to see some more physicality in this game after that. Clean hit. And that's initially what I thought on the play as well, as Oliveri hit him on the chest. And good to see Carson Rose get back under his own power, but Birmingham is now without a couple of key pieces. Mike Tisch was acquired from Vermilion County a couple of weeks ago, has 4 points in 7 games for the Bulls, and Carson Rose is the active leader in goals as a rookie. Marksmen are right back into attacking ice as Mike Davis is playing like his hair's on fire. He's charging around looking to hit anything that moves. Remmers feeds to the far side blue line. The Marksmen have 5 seconds left on a power play. Standing up in the box and now coming out. Here's a chance in front. They score! Drake Glover lurking in front, and for the second night in a row, the Marksmen capitalize just seconds after a power play comes to a close. Drake Glover continues a really hot streak in the middle of the season. He's scored in 2 of the last 3 games for the Marksmen, make it 3 of the last 4. Zach Remmers will have an assist on the goal along with Matt McNair. And 8:34 into the first period, the Fayetteville Marksmen are up a deuce. And that is huge. The far side boards and the Bulls attacking zone. A rolling puck is kicked along the dasher as Wilson will pin his man on the far side boards. Wilson, the newest marksman out of York University from Canada's U Sports Division. Wilson around his man. He's going to have a chance to shoot. Stewart kicks it out. So he got a piece of it with a paddle. Bulls will fly it out to the blue line, no further. Dumped back in, but now skated out by Birmingham. Down the far side boards. Austin Weber takes it at the far face-off circle. He's finished into the boards by Wilson. Marksman will collect the puck behind the net as Bednard will turn it back to Sam Storman. Pushes to Mark Wilson. Wilson looking up ice. Sends it to the near wing where Reynaud will dump it in and get off on a change. Zach Remmers with 2 points already going to chase. This goes off the end wall and back to retrieve it is Schumacher, who bounces up the near side wing for Donahue. Pushes to Colton Fletcher. Fletcher 6 points in 7 games for the Bulls. Wraps around and feeds the near side point, and Alvo looking for a lane. He fires through traffic, misses wide of the near post. Line held, Schumacher sends it off the end boards toward Donahue. A rolling puck is taken by Dave Nippert. He'll backhand to Kyle Gonzalez. Sweeping to Alvo. Near side face-off circle, Fletcher tries to get off of pressure from Oliveri. Fletcher now is finished into the end boards. A rolling puck on the near side half wall is scooped up by Glover. As the most recent goal of the game, he loses the puck to Colton Fletcher. Fletcher mishandles, a free clear for the Marksmen. Line change coming. Off the far side half wall, Dave Nippert into the attacking blue line. He's punished by Matt McNair as this clearing attempt is out of play, and I believe that stick came up and got the linesman. 9:27 to go in the first period. The Marksmen are up a pair.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
9:27 to go in the first period as the Bulls win the draw in their own zone. Rolled it toward the net, but Williams will get some help from his defense to clear that puck. Now a 2-on-1 for the Marksmen. A backhand pass goes off of Jake Cass and harmlessly to the end wall. Now a rolling puck shot on goal by FX Girard. Sealing himself to the near post, Stewart makes the save. To the far side boards, Farrell feeds FX Girard. Now to Jarrett Cupp, middle blue line. A rolling shot bounces off the stick of Stewart to the near side corner. Bryce Farrell is there. Curled a pass to the low slot that is intercepted by Cass. And he'll feed to Brody Duncan. Duncan's father, Ian, spent 127 games in the NHL with the Winnipeg Jets in their first iteration. Was actually his son's coach a couple of years ago in the Federal League with the Menor Icebreakers. Spinning with it here, Frank Sullivan for Birmingham. Turns to Schumacher, who feeds the furthest man up ice. That was, I believe that may have been Joe Debney, and it was, but it goes hard off of his stick, 15 rows up into section 105, well out of play, and get a whistle with 8:22 to go in the first period. The Marksmen outshot the Knoxville Ice Bears 11-6 in the first period last night. Here in the first, beyond the halfway point, they're outshooting Birmingham 11-2. Dumped in by Fayetteville. Nippert will be the first to retrieve. Pushes back for Schumacher. Plays it up ice as he was looking for Devaney. This is off the end boards and icing against Birmingham with 8:12 to go in the first period. Face-off will head right back down to the glove side of Hayden Stewart, former member of the Macon Mayhem. Bednard directing traffic. He'll be the one to take the draw for the Marksmen. Bednard puts the stick down first and wins the draw back for Tanner Fraze. Fraze will curl behind the net as he gets around Frank Sullivan. Fraze centers for Sam Storman, had his stick lifted at the last second by Marvin Powell, who will chase the puck into center ice. Fraze picks it up just to the left side of center, backhands it off the side boards. The line is held by Storman. He sends a shot that came up high. Fraze fires as he was cross-checked from behind by Devaney. Puck is taken by Bednard. He'll rotate up to the point, sends a long wrist shot, sticked away by Stewart to the near corner. First one there is Alex Reynaud for Fayetteville. He'll give to Bednard, who wipes it around the far sideboards. Mark Wilson unable to hold the line cleanly. Everybody has to touch for the Marksmen as the Bulls will corral the puck. Far side wing, Devaney pulls the trigger off of a Marksman stick and well wide of the net. Taylor Mccoy, the Marksman captain, will get to it. The far side corner, Wilson, a crisp pass to the far wing. That's Drake Glover as he gets upended by Hobbs. Behind the net, Mccoy chasing it. Loses out on this puck, and Colton Fletcher will skate it ahead. He's got Donahue further up than him. Tried to backhand to him. It goes off the stick of Remmers before being dumped in by Stephen Alvo. Harrison Harper, the former Bull, will go back and stand behind of Matt Williams. Breaks it out to the near goal post. Finding his center, that's McCloy. To the near side wing, Oliveri, the defenseman, jumps into the rush. Oliveri around his man, looking for a lane. Forced behind the net. He curls and fires high. Hayden Stewart catches and holds for a whistle with 6:43 to go in the first period. And there you really get to see part of Don Oliveri's game that I think is a little bit underrated, and that's his speed. He's been a guy that had a slow start to the season, but since has turned on the Jets offensively, has 14 assists, and is tied for the team lead in the category. And I think he's done that rather quietly. He's just factoring in early on scoring plays, and when you've got a guy that can do that, it goes a long way. Bulls win the draw. Jake Cass will backhand to Austin Weber. Gives a pass to center for Nippert, who was hauled down on the play. This is going to be a tripping call, and it's going to go against the Marksman captain, Taylor McCloy. Time of the penalty, 13:29 into the first period. McCloy to the box for tripping. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Matt Williams. Marksman did surrender a power play goal last night. They have the 7th best penalty kill in the SPHL, operating at 82.5%. Meanwhile, Birmingham's power play, 9th in the league at 13.5%. Marksmen are able to clear this up. Another hard hit on the far boards, and reaching up at his face and getting off is Brody Duncan. Duncan holding his nose as he gets off the ice, and the Birmingham training staff has had a very busy night. Here's a wrist shot by Fletcher, blockered away by Matt Williams. Near side corner, Vincenzo Renda. Dangerous play to curl to the middle, but Matt McNair will help him out. He'll wrist it off the far side glass and all the way out. Hayden Stewart will set things up behind the net to Stephen Alvo with 5:40 to go in the first period. 2-0 Marksman in the driver's seat. Dumped in by Birmingham. Mike Davis working against Mark Wilson. Will club it back to the point for Alvo. Has it far side boards. Now Davis in the far corner. Centering pass as he was looking for Matthew Hobbs. Taken away by Bednard, who may have a shorthanded chance. Fires a wrist shot. He scores! What a shot by Shane Bednard to the far side. Goal posted in. The Marksmen get a shorty, and they lead 3-0. Shane Bednard had been in a little bit of a scoring slump this season. He gets a shorthanded marker here. The goal is unassisted, as Bednard will have his 6th of the season. And a huge goal for the Marksmen. This one rolls in awkwardly. Williams paws at it and keeps it out. An opportunity goes by the wayside with 30 seconds to go in this Freddie's penalty kill. Taken by Devney. He'll push to Stephen Alvo, middle blue line. Back for Devney at the far face-off circle. He shoots off of Williams to the far side corner. Matt Williams with a couple of saves, awkward though they may have been. He battles to keep the puck out of the net. Alvo, middle blue line, right back for Devney. He looks low. Donahue, spread eagle at the goal crease. Williams says no. The puck is still loose behind the net. Williams seals to the near goal post. Marksmen go back to even strength. Centering pass misses Donahue. Mccoy out of the box gets to the puck. Taylor Mccoy has speed, one man to beat. He's around him. Here's Mccoy, fires wide to the far post. Remmers picks it up for the Marksmen. Zach Remmers, the near side hash mark, lost the puck to Donahue. 2-on-2, here comes Birmingham. Donahue pitches it ahead, looking for Austin Weber. He's cut off by Oliveri, who sends the puck on edge back to center. Remmers picks it up there. Feeds Bednard on the far side boards. Bednard to the trailer Reynaud. He shoots. Knocked down by Hayden Stewart. To the end boards. Schumacher lost the puck. Now Remmers feeds to Mark Wilson. Makes a head fake. He shoots through traffic. Getting a piece of it with the leg pad. Stewart says no. Now on the far boards, Remmers lays it behind the net. Reynaud is pinned by Matthew Hobbs. Reynaud suckers it with the right foot, but Birmingham is there with 2 players to get it. Chipped up ice by Fletcher. Marvin Powell will also go to chase. Birmingham's forward core will turn off for a change. Dumped in by the Marksman. Reynaud said he touched it. The linesman Noah Ackerman says he did not. This will be icing against Fayetteville. 3:18 to go in the first period. The Marksmen firmly in control, 3-0.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
3:18 to go in the first period. The Fayetteville Marksmen leading the Birmingham Bulls 3-0 here from Pelham, Alabama. A great start for the Marksmen. Wilson, in his own end, got the better of Dave Nippard, which is rare. The only other time that's happened this season is when Harrison Harper one-punched him back on November 12th. Scotty Donahue from his own end starts things up. He had Davis going with him. Donahue lost it to Bryce Farrell. 2-on-1 for the Marksmen on a bad change. Farrell shoots off the catching side shoulder of Hayden Stewart. It bounces to Mike Davis, and here comes the Bulls captain. He fires a shot that goes off the stick of Renda and lollipops to the far side corner. 2:35 to go in the first period. Bryce Farrell now. He drives as he gets entangled with Stephen Alvo, who gets the better of him. Now Gerard will leave it for Matt McNair with Farrell lined up in the slot going to the dirty area. Takes a couple of whacks from Alvo and will then join in the fight for the puck as this one's cleared by Davis off the fingertips of Renda. Foot race for it. Weber loses out by a half step to Vincenzo Renda with great speed getting back. Push to the near side boards for Tanner Fraze. Rolls off of his forehand. He comes back trying to recover the puck with Hobbs lodged up on him. Austin Weber also getting in to fight for the puck. gets one last shove in on Fraze as the Marksmen will take it in their own zone. Jarrett Cupp centers to Matt McNair. It goes off of his stick and will bounce to Frank Schumacher. Pushes to the far side defenseman, and now Colton Fletcher has it. Fletcher will lift it ahead to the attacking blue line, looking for some help from Devney that never came. Now Fletcher will do it himself. Toe drags to the high slot. Squares and fires, but fanned on the shot. Fletcher picks the puck right back up as he's finished by Tanner Fraze. Marksman may have numbers. Fraze on the near side wing has a man going with him. Centers, Cup, fires. The shot was affected on the way through on a good defensive stick by Frank Schumacher. Now Alex Reynaud will feed to Shane Bednard in the far side corner. Centers to Reynaud. His shot cut down by Stewart. No rebound with 1:12 seconds to go in the first period. Well, Hayden Stewart has been under siege, and while he's given up 3 goals, he's faced officially 17 shots. So the Marksmen have really put the hammer down here in this first period, and told you in Marksman pregame that was going to be one of the keys to this contest, standing true. Face-off to the blocker side of Hayden Stewart. Won by the Marksmen. Here's a wrist shot through traffic from Harper against his former team that is bounced off the end glass. Near side corner, Birmingham to it. This is Donahue. Feeds it ahead to Nippert. Nippert onside as Donahue tried to flick it ahead. Oliveri got in the way. Awkward shot toward the net. Rolls off the stick of Williams and wide as it did a little two-hop before it ever got to the crease. Good pressure here by Donahue. He takes the puck behind the net. Centers looking for Davis but missed him. Off his backhand. Now Cass with his shot. Off of Oliveri and wide. Don Oliveri goes to the far corner to pick it up. He almost passed right to Matt Williams. Instead, off the back of the net, Harrison Harper will settle the pace of play just south of 30 seconds to go in the first period. Harper looking up ice, hunched over the puck. Breaks it out off the near goal post. Tanner Fraze has it in the near wing. Taken away by Alvo. Touched up ice. Here comes Matthew Hobbs. Harper pins him. This is going to be a penalty as Harper has his stick held. We're going to see who's going to get the penalty here. It's hooking, and that would indicate it's going to go against Harrison Harper. So with 8.5 seconds to go in the first period, Harper will go to the box for hooking. The Marksmen will go right back to the Freddy's penalty kill. You can visit Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers at their location on Ramsey Street. And when the Marksmen kill a penalty during a home game, everybody in attendance wins free custard, courtesy of Freddy's. Hard hit as Hobbs got by Cup, backhanded to the slot, missed everybody. Free clear, and the time will run to triple zeros here in the first period. The Fayetteville Marksmen hold a 3-0 lead over the Birmingham Bulls. Shots on goal in the first period for Fayetteville, 17, and for Birmingham, 7. A lot of response is going to be needed in the second period from Birmingham. We'll put this period on reset for you right after these messages.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Raeford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
We welcome you back to the Pelham Civic Complex in Pelham, Alabama, where the Fayetteville Marksmen have opened up a 3-0 lead on the Birmingham Bulls in the first period, and this has been one of the more dominant periods we've seen from this Marksman group. They are now the first team in the SPHL to reach 40 first-period goals. They now have 41 on the season, and it started off just 4:19 into the frame with Zach Remmers driving in front and shooting the puck by Hayden Stewart, assisted by Drake Glover and Taylor Mccoy. For a few fleeting moments, Mccoy had the team lead in points, but just 4 minutes later, Drake Glover in front from Matt McNair as the two Adrian College guys register assists. They now both have 25 points on the season. Remmers will have the secondary on that one. It made it 2-0. That goal came 2 seconds after the expiration of the Jake Cass hooking minor. And then Shane Bednart, shorthanded, picks up the puck at center, drives in and fires a shot that just sneaks inside the far goalpost on Stewart. That makes it 3-0. And that goal, I think, is really one that's a backbreaker. This has been a tough game for Birmingham. They're already without the services of 3 players they started with. Mike Tisch was injured in the first 3 minutes of the game as he got checked into the end boards in his defensive zone, and it looked like he may have rubbed either a nose or his mouth on that little lip between the glass and the boards. And I can't confirm this, but it looked like he had teammates out searching for a tooth. So Tisch goes out early, then Don Oliveri with a clean, hard hit on Carson Rose at the far side red line boards. Rose went down, had to be attended to by 3 different members between the 2 teams' training staff, was able to get off to the bench under his own power. He has not returned to the hockey game so far. And then there was another play that came up high on Brody Duncan, and I'm not sure if it was a shoulder, if it was a follow-through, or maybe a puck that came up high, but he was reaching up at his nose, and he went off and has not returned to the hockey game. And as we told you on razor-thin margins, they have 15 skaters available to them tonight, with Taylor Best unable to go. Well, Birmingham started with a full 16, and if none of those 3 are able to come back, they'll be down to 13, which makes a comeback effort very, very difficult. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break. Coming back from it, you'll hear from our first period player interview. It's Taylor Mccoy, the team captain. This is Marksman Hockey.
Freddy's, how are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back to Marksman Hockey. Drew Blevins alongside the captain of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Taylor Mccoy. Taylor, this is a situation this team hasn't been in all season on a 3-game losing skid. Is there any added extra importance to tonight's contest to get back in the win column?
I mean, I think every game brings a significant importance to it. Obviously we don't like the situation we're in with a 3-game losing streak. We thought we played some good games. We just got to get some better habits and just find ways to close out games, and we'll be all right.
Is it a good sign, you think, for your team that you've outshot both of your opponents in the last 2 games, you've outchanced them, you've created opportunities? It feels like those games have been there for the taking. Is it at least encouraging to know that you've been right there in it and know that it's minor adjustments that's the difference between a win and a loss at this stage?
I mean, yeah, obviously encouraging, like when you outshoot a team or play well, that's just hockey. Some days you get the bounces, some days you don't. So it is what it is. We're not going to let that affect our game whatsoever. Coaches devise a good plan for us. We just got to go out there and execute and try our best to win.
It always seems like against Birmingham, special teams play a huge role in who's successful. This is a Birmingham team that's given up the most power play goals in the SPHL. Last night you were facing the #1 penalty kill in the SPHL. You went 1 for 7 on the power play. Can you assess the way that man advantage unit looked and what's going to be the key to be able to open that up for some more scoring?
Just trusting in each other, trusting the players out there. I mean, we're all been out in those situations, whether it been junior or college whatsoever, but, we just got to trust ourselves and trust in each other to make the simple plays and just attack the net. And I find if we get some more shots on net and attack the cage, then I think we'll be all right.
This has always been a team that's been praised for its high amount of camaraderie and how much of a tight-knit group it is. Take me inside that locker room. What's it like, and what's the focus level of this group right now going into tonight's contest?
This group's amazing. Like, we have so many different characters in here. Everybody comes together, and it's just a good group of guys. Everybody loves each other in there, and I mean, it's cliche to say that because any team you're ever on, you say that, but this is a very, very good group of guys, a very close group of guys. So, as far as we consider, we just got to keep working hard, just stay with it, trust in each other, and the results will come.
Taylor, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Drew.
That's the captain of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Taylor Mccoy. We'll be right back with more Marksman Hockey right after these messages.
Marquis?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. I've never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back to the Pelham Civic Complex Ice Arena here in Pelham, Alabama. Just shy of 5 minutes left in this first period intermission. The Fayetteville Marksmen leading the Birmingham Bulls 3-0. I think there's going to be a lot of telltale signs about how the rest of this game is going to go based on what we see in the first 5 minutes of the second period. Keep in mind, Harrison Harper is in the box for the next minute and 52 seconds. That means Birmingham is going to have a power play and an opportunity to at least get back within one. And if you recall, all the way back to November 13th in that track meet, Fayetteville was up 3 at the end of the first period. And the Bulls proceeded to score 7 of the remaining 8 goals in the game and won by a final count of 8-5. Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. We'll start things off where the Marksmen were last night in Knoxville. The Ice Bears have a 4-0 lead on Vermilion County halfway through the hockey game, just about to start period number 2 in Evansville. The Thunderbolts and the Quad City Storm knotted up 1-1. Roanoke is dropping the hammer on Huntsville at the end of the first period from the Von Braun Center, as the Rail Yard Dogs have a 3-0 lead on the Havoc. About to start the second period in Pensacola. It is not the Macon Mayhem's night, as the Ice Flyers have a 6-0 lead on Macon. That's a quick trip around the SPHL. We'll be right back with second period puck drop after this.
Hey, you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome back to Pelham, Alabama. Drew Blevins with you, about to start the second period between the Fayetteville Marksmen and the Birmingham Bulls. Final trip of the season for the Marksmen to Pelham, not the final trip to Alabama. Beginning of April, they'll be at the Von Braun Center, taking on the Huntsville Havoc in the only meeting between the two teams this season. Minute and 52 seconds of power play time remain for Birmingham. As the captain, Mike Davis, will line up on the inside wing. Matthew Hobbs will take the draw, and Colton Fletcher on the far side wing. Away we go with period number 2. Goaltenders have switched in, so the Marksmen will be going from right to left across your radio dial. Good start to the kill for the Marksmen here in this very young second period, as they'll clear directly behind of Hayden Stewart. Back to retrieve is Jake Cass. He drops for Carson Rose. Good to see Rose back out on the ice after taking the hard hit from Don Oliveri at center. And we'll keep a close eye to see if either Mike Tisch or Brody Duncan come back into the game. This is Colton Fletcher, the former Knoxville Ice Bears, who has 6 points in 7 games. He gets tripped up crossing the blue line as Birmingham is offside. Brody Duncan is back out on the ice, and I think I see a Band-Aid across the bridge of his nose. That was a busy period for the Birmingham training staff. In fact, when Rose went down, it was Kyle Sherrill of Fayetteville Marksmen who had to go attend to him first. 9:17 to go in the second period. As the Bulls tried to push ahead with the puck, they cannot. This is Duncan at his own blue line. Gives to the far side defenseman, that was Gonzalez. Back for Duncan, who will shovel it to the near wing, and Devaney dumps it in. All the way around behind Williams, taken the far side corner by Mccoy. Bulls swarm the puck, they tried to center. Bednard intercepts, he'll lift this one the length of the rink, and Hayden Stewart will have to set it up on a tee. Left behind the net. Devaney will skate it up the near side boards with 30 seconds to go in the Bulls' power play. Drops a pass to the point. FX Girard loses by a half step to Brody Duncan. Devaney hanging on to it. He looks, fires through traffic off his own man in front. The puck is loose, and the Marksmen sweep it the length of the ice. Off the far side boards, Hayden Stewart will leave it. Maybe time for one more rush with 10 seconds to go. The Bulls' power play. Circling around his own net once is Schumacher. Harper out of the box with the puck right next to his feet. Hobbs will drop for Davis. Tries to skate it ahead, got to the top of the circles. Now a backhand shot. Big rebound, they score. That's going to be Matthew Hobbs, who found the loose puck at the bottom of the near face-off circle, and he'll have his first goal as a Bull, 3-1. Time of the goal, 2:04 into the second period. It is an even strength marker and a 2-goal hockey game. Backhanded off the far side boards. Hobbs' goal for now has been officially announced as unassisted. That could be reviewed and changed later. Zach Remmers for the Marksmen. Has it on his backhand, gives to Renda, who fires into the chest of Stewart, who hangs on. 17:32 to go in the second period. Told you to keep an eye on the first 5 minutes. If the goal didn't go in on the power play, you needed Birmingham to have a little bit of added extra momentum. They get it with a goal from Matthew Hobbs, his first as a Bull. Still have not seen Mike Tisch return to the lineup, so for now the Bulls are working on 15 again with Brody Duncan and Carson Rose already banged up, but having Rose back means there's a little bit more teeth to the offensive attack. This is Austin Weber. Shoots it in off the far side boards, is going to grab it as Gonzalez. Pressured by Storman, who wins the puck battle to Drake Glover in a cross-ice pass. He'll hit Remmers, who will dump it in. Right on goal to Hayden Stewart. He'll collect in his glove and hang on for a whistle with 17:10 to go in the second period. You know, the other impressive thing about Birmingham is even after they had gotten knocked around in the first period, they kept their composure, especially coming out here at the beginning of the second. And I think that's part of the veteran leadership of assistant coach Kevin Kerr. As he looks on, conversing with the head coach Craig Simchuk. Marksmen win the draw in their own zone. Here's a centering pass off the stick of Reynaud, shoveled right off the logo on Hayden Stewart's chest and kept out. Brought ahead by Alvo, who's looking to push to Devney. Puck is intercepted by the Marksmen, and they'll feed it to the far side boards. Fraze unable to get it into attacking ice with possession. So here comes Steven Alvo. Alvo feeds it ahead, lost the puck to Alex Reynaud. Gives to the far wing, it's Bednar. Chipped ahead for Reynaud, near side corner. He centers. Devney sniffs it out. He'll get to the safety of center before launching the puck down to the attacking blue line. Storming there for the Marksmen. Gave across to Mark Wilson, who will feather it in. On goal to Stewart, who melts the puck with 16:30 to go in the second period. If you want to bring a group to a Fayetteville Marksmen game this season, you can call our offices at 910-321-0123 and ask about our group rates. Starting with groups of 10 or more people, special ticket prices apply. That's 910-321-0123 with seating and specialty suite options available. Far side wing, that's Bryce Farrell. Pressured by Jake Cass. And this puck was played with a high stick. The face-off is going to bounce just outside the Marksmen attacking blue line with 16:21 to go in this second period. Farrell converging in the far wing. Kyle Gaspari, the linesman, is able to get the puck down cleanly. Here come the Marksmen. Oliveri slides to the middle. He was looking for Girard, but missed him a step too far. Now in the near side corner, the puck squirts free to Colton Fletcher. He tries to forge ahead with it and does, but a great play made by FX Girard and Matt McNair. Now Fletcher gets it back, but there's a penalty called by Mark Dungan in the back play. It's going to be slashing. Fletcher can't believe it, and the crowd is going to howl at this call. Scotty Donahue, the guilty party. The Marksmen will go back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the second time of the game. Donahue for slashing. Penalty comes 4:01 into the second period, so the Marksmen will go back onto the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Officially, they're 0 for 1 tonight. But Drake Glover scored what has been noted as 4 seconds after the penalty time expired. Shorthanded chance for Mike Davis. He's back one-on-one with Oliveri. Pulls the trigger, but missed wide of the far post, and Matthew Hobbs is there to collect the rebound and knock it below the attacking goal line. Taylor Mccoy and Don Oliveri with one-man pressure from Mike Davis. Reynaud will push back for Oliveri as the Marksmen get it through center and turn it over, crossing the blue line. Cleared out again by Birmingham with already 30 seconds gone by and the man advantage opportunity. Oliveri looking up ice. Will turn and give to Shane Bednard. He'll slide to the near wing. Fraze chips it in. One man there for Birmingham. A clearing attempt goes off Fraze, but it bounces to Alvo, who will in turn send a hopping puck toward Dave Nippert. He's unable to catch up to it, but the Marksmen are able to get the puck in their own zone. Bednard has a busted stick. The Marksmen will dump this one in. Picked up by Gonzalez. He'll clear it for Birmingham. Williams tries to play the puck to Oliveri. Mike Davis chopped it down. Davis holds in the far side corner. Centering. Here's a wrist shot off McNair and wide. Schumacher holding the line with Mike Davis going to chase. Crunches FX Girard, and now Remmers gets to the puck. Backhands to Girard with his second power play unit out, and just 30 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Marksmen. Jarrett Cupp will start things up from behind his own net. He's got speed, skating through center, lost the puck off of his forehead. Handman look, here's a chance for Davis, one-on-one back, makes the move around Remmers, but lost the puck in the process. Mike Davis with a hard-working shift here for Birmingham. One more rush on the man advantage for the Marksmen. Remmers gives to Jarrett Cupp. He drives in, forehand, backhand, lost the puck. Back to full strength goes Birmingham. Schumacher hauls his man down as Matthew Hobbs goes to work. Awkward hit late on Matt McNair. Everybody seems to be good as McNair had his back to the boards and took a blow right to the chest. Far side half wall in the Marksmen attacking zone. This puck is taken away. Right up Broadway. Rose backhands to the far side wing, thrown on net and paddled away by Williams. Puck taken in the far corner by Donahue, fresh out of the penalty box. Pushes to the far point for Duncan. Sends to the far face-off circle for Rose, who fires on goal. Williams collects in the catch and glove and hangs on for a whistle. 13:23 to go in the second period. The Marksmen are up 3-1.
At Carolina's Dentist and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Bradford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
The Fayetteville Marksmen return home next weekend for 3 games at the Crown Coliseum in 3 days. On Friday night, we'll step into the fictional town of Hawkins, Indiana in the 1980s on Stranger Things night. And then we'll go to a galaxy far, far away on Star Wars night, presented by the Salvation Army on Saturday. A reminder, for the first 1,000 kids in attendance, they'll receive a free lightsaber. And then on Sunday, we take time to pause and thank our military servicemen and women on our Salute to Service Sunday, presented by MetroNet. That's 3 games in 3 days in Fayetteville this weekend. Here's a backhander toward the far post. Stewart got a paddle to it. Strong save by Hayden Stewart. And here comes Birmingham. Devney feeds Marvin Powell into the attacking zone down the far wing, got to the hash marks and played it off the inboards. Brenda will pick it up for the Marksmen and push to Alex Reynaud, and the Marksmen are down the far side boards into attacking ice. His shot high and wide off the far turnbuckle, and this is going to bounce all the way back down to Shane Bednard, who will track it at his own end. Marksmen will face the Pensacola Ice Flyers on Saturday and Sunday of next weekend. The first 2 of 5 meetings between those two teams this year. Bednard gives to Mark Wilson. He's finished. The far side boards. Through center ice, Bednard dumps it in on to Stewart. He's going to take a look up and will melt the puck. Bednard exchanging words with Colton Fletcher. And now Sam Storman's going to have a few words with Fletcher. And that's one of the reasons Colton Fletcher was brought over in exchange for Casey Kolcheski. Kolcheski had played here in Birmingham for so long, ostensibly wanted a change of scenery. You get Colton Fletcher, who is a hard-nosed forward. That group's going to stay on the ice. Another grinder and Dave Nippert out there. He'll take the draw in his own zone, opposed by Taylor Mccoy, the marksman captain. Face-off won by the marksman. Oliveri lines up for a one-timer right into the breadbasket of Stewart, who will melt the puck. Don Oliveri, not one to pass up shooting opportunities. And as we told you yesterday, when he keeps that shot low, it's hard enough to be very dangerous. It's just a matter of getting traffic in front of it. That hasn't always been there. Oliveri is tied for the team lead in assists coming into the game with 14. This pass goes off the linesman, and Birmingham will have to reset in their own zone. Given ahead, and here comes Dave Nippert. 3-on-3 as they cross into the attacking zone, but Donahue is ahead of the blue line. This is offside with 11:56 to go in the middle frame of regulation. So the face-off will come back out to neutral ice, just in front of the Birmingham bench. Nippert against Mccoy. Fletcher and Glover being told to back off here as Noah Ackerman will turn and reiterate the instructions, gets the puck down, let's go. The far side board, Stephen Alvo will dump it in onto Williams. He'll collect it on top of his blocker and hold for a whistle. And a defensive zone draw for the marksman. Matt Williams out of Wilfrid Laurier University, making his 3rd pro start. Has had to battle and struggle his way through his first 2. And tough results where the marksmen were right there all game long. They lead by 2 here. Score of 3-1. Outshooting Birmingham 20-13. Maybe a chance for Fayetteville, but Fletcher hops in front of his man to cut off the path to the puck. As Birmingham will hold their own blue line. A headman pass ricochets off the scoreboard as it hit the stick of Remmers and is out of play. Kyle Gaspari will drop the puck right in front of the marksman bench. Matthew Hobbs will take the draw of the top line out for Birmingham. Matt McNair digging in, wins the draw to Jarrett Cupp. Pushes across the red line to the far boards. Vincenzo Renda lifts it into attacking ice. Down the far boards and behind the net, FX Sherrard will chase the puck. It squirts free to Birmingham, who will take it up the near side boards. Davis chips it up ice for Carson Rose, who has it at the near hash marks. Turns and tried to center the puck. It's blocked. Davis will send it near blue line to Sullivan. Passes across to Schumacher, who fires toward the net. It rolls to the near corner, and Davis will skate it behind the cage. Holding on his backhand, he shovels to the far side point. Pass across the blue line to the near side boards. Sullivan will play it behind the cage as Davis looked to spin to Rose in the low slot. Taken away by Jarrett Cupp, who has it on the far boards. The marksmen are unable to get it out, so this is lifted off the back glass, a one-hopper to the near side corner. Taken by Matt McNair, who's tripped up from behind, but got the puck to center ice. Gerard gives to Bryce Farrell. Drop to the trailer, Renda at the near circle. Holding for a shot, he lost the puck. Now Farrell getting tied up with Brody Duncan in the far corner. Meanwhile, Debney has the puck into attacking ice for Birmingham. Squirts free to the far boards. Duncan able to hold the line. Off-angle wrist shot misses wide of the far post. Line held by Devney. Bottom of the near circle. He curls, looking for Weber in front, who took a fist from Jarrett Cupp in the back. Cupp will hold the puck directly behind of Williams as we reach the halfway point of this hockey game. His pass is ahead to the red line for Alex Reynaud. Up the bench sideboards, he'll dump it in. Chased behind the net by Duncan, who looked for Marvin Powell but lost it. Sam Storman at the center ice face-off circle. Pushes to the far sideboards. The Marksmen are unable to dump it in there. Bednard pushes ahead, but this is offside against the Marksmen. 9:46 to go in the second period. 3-1 Fayetteville beyond the halfway point in this one.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
9:46 to go in the second period. 3-1 the Fayetteville Marksmen leading the Birmingham Bulls. Hawaiian shirt night here in Birmingham and a really, really good crowd here in South Alabama. Face-off will be to the far sideboards, just behind the Marksman attacking blue line. Fayetteville wins it. Dumped in down the far boards by Tanner Fraze. Stewart, who has been solid playing the puck tonight, returns to sender on the far side boards. Taken by Shane Bednard, who turned the puck over. A takedown at the blue line. Fans wanted a penalty. They won't get one as Fletcher lost his footing. Nearly turned over at the Marksman blue line. Now a takedown on the far side boards as nobody seems to remember that ice is slippery. Finally, the Marksmen will dump it in. 2 hops just wide of Stewart. The Marksmen are offside. They'll have to touch up as Birmingham's Kyle Gonzalez will skate it ahead of the red line. Backhands it to the far side corner. Sam Storman will go to chase it. A rolling puck is on edge at the near side hash marks. The Marksmen settle it down. Here's Mccoy. Could be a 2-on-1. He's got a man driving. Mccoy feeds the puck across to the far post, but it was too far out of the reach of Tanner Fraze. Mccoy tries to track the puck down behind the net to no avail. Line held on a long slapper by Oliveri that missed off of a couple of sticks on the way through. Near side corner, Drake Glover is pressured by Kyle Gonzalez, the product of Northland College. Given to Zach Remmers, who will hold in the high slot. Works to the far face-off circle. He stick handles around the net. Remmers to the high slot again, skating in a circle, now has a lane, pulls the trigger off the blocker of Stewart and out of play. 8:19 to go in the second period. Zach Remmers with a puck on a string. Went a circle and a half around the attacking zone. I think he ended up getting the puck after it bounced out of play. He'll hand off to the linesman in a humorous exchange. And the face-off will be to the glove side of Hayden Stewart with 8:19 remaining in the second period. 3-1 Marksmen. So Birmingham will win the draw. They tried to shoot it off the far side glass. Doesn't go as far as they would like as a hard shove by Farrell sends Carson Rose crashing. Rose got underneath the leg of Farrell and nearly speared him. Mark Dungan's going to let it go on. Dungan and this crew specifically known for leniency as now Rose got a piece of Farrell. Those two shoving at center. They get tied up as Rose takes a spill. Now Matthew Hobbs drives down the near side boards, rubbed off the puck by Matt McNair, who passes to the near side wing. FX Girard throws on the brakes, but lost the puck to Frank Sullivan. Dumped in by Birmingham to the far side boards. Renda gets to it and finds Jarrett Cupp. He'll headman to Farrell, who will backhand around of Mike Davis deep into attacking space, forcing the Bulls to go chase. To the far side boards, this is Marvin Powell. Powell around his man. Marvin Powell bottom of the far face-off circle, throws a low shot off the side of the net. The rebound kicks to the near corner. Bednard takes it, lost the puck in the slot, spinning and firing, but missing wide was Weber. Line held by Brody Duncan. He'll play behind the net for Joe Devney, and he'll get some help from Marvin Powell. Renda doing yeoman's work, gets the puck free to the near circle. Backhands to Alex Reynaud, and he'll pass to the red line Fraze on the far boards. Centers to Bednard. He fires. Stewart says no and holds in the catching glove. Marksmen are doing a nice job breaking the puck out, but keep an eye on the physicality in this game, as neither team can afford to take a bad penalty. Face-off will be to the glove side of Stewart again. Remmers with Mccoy and Reynaud, the forward group. Mccoy will toe in to take the draw. Wins it to Alex Reynaud. He'll backhand to the far corner around the kick plate. Alvo sends it up the near boards to Colton Fletcher. Skates it into attacking ice and will drop for Scotty Donahue. A long slapper caught by Williams, who will hang on. It's a much better save by Matt Williams, and I think the thing that you're seeing is the maturation of a young goaltender. He's looking more comfortable in the net. I think yesterday he got a little top heavy and started to lean forward. He's been much more balanced and has really started to settle here in this hockey game. He's given up 1 on 15 shots. Marksmen win the draw from the near side boards. Tried to break it out to the far blue line. They cannot. Donahue takes in the far corner, pushes up to the blue line for Alvo, who fires a shot into the goaltender's trapezoid wide. Alvo resets at the far blue line. His shot intentionally this time off the end wall. Picked up by Nippard. He takes a hard shoulder from Oliveri. This is going to be a penalty, and now we're going to keep an eye on Dave Nippard. Screaming across at Oliveri as he comes away without a helmet. Clearly frustrated, Nippard broke his stick over the bench boards. This is a boarding penalty against Oliveri, and it is of the 2-minute variety. So a power play opportunity for Birmingham with 6:08 to go in the second period. The Marksmen are back on the Freddy's penalty kill. Time of the penalty, 13:52 into the second. Birmingham will set things up on the man advantage. 0 for 2 tonight. Here's a shot from the middle blue line through traffic that misses wide. Renda will pick up the puck, sends a soft chip to Fraze, who's unable to backhand it out. Cut off by Matthew Hobbs, who has the Birmingham goal in this game. Hobbs to Davis in the near corner and to Carson Rose at the point. Long shot off of Williams. The rebound! Matt Williams diving, made the save. Now off the post. The rebound stays out! Jared Cupp got a piece of it with his skate, and now a backdoor pass is cut off by Cupp, and Williams melts the puck, and now it'll break loose in front of Matt Williams. Holy smokes! What a stop from Williams along the goal line on the backdoor pass, and then Jarrett Cupp got a piece of the rebound with his skate and kept it out. Still words being exchanged as the lines will change for the Marksmen. No replay on the Jumbotron here in Birmingham on a puck that nearly crossed the goal line. Let's see it in front again. It did not go in. That puck hit the skate of Jarrett Cupp. Fans are getting a look at it here. It was on the goal line but did not completely cross. Play resumes here. I can tell you, had we been in an NHL building, that would have gone to video review, and that would have been close. Here's a shot. Off the outside of the net as Williams got a piece of it with his catching side shoulder. 5 minutes to go in the second period. Rose feeds to the middle blue line. Long shot from Jake Cass, in and out of the glove of Williams. Line held by Carson Rose. Turns the puck over to Mccoy. Got it to Bednard. He'll send it the length of the ice. Hayden Stewart will leave it for Jake Cass. Headmans to Devney, who has it at the red line and will skate into attacking ice down the far boards. Devney works behind the net, feeds the near side point for Kyle Gonzalez. He winds and fires, misses wide at the far post. Stepping in to hold the line is Brody Duncan. Played behind the net and to the near side point for Gonzalez. Gonzalez pushes to the near circle. Devney had his stick lifted by FX Sherrard, and the Marksmen bounce it out just across the red line. 9 seconds to go in the Oliveri minor. The Marksmen will clear it all the way out. That will effectively kill the penalty. Oliveri will step back out onto the ice as we return to even strength. Gonzalez dumps it in all the way around the kick plate. Vincenzo Renda gives it ahead. He was looking for Reynaud at center, but missed behind him. Forged up ice by Austin Weber as he'll play it behind of Matt Williams going to chase. Marksman clear to the blue line, no further. Long shot from Schumacher off the inboards as the Bulls will hold the line in their attacking zone. Weber at the near side corner. Passes to the near point for Frank Sullivan. Lost his footing. Breakaway chance for Alex Reynaud with one man back. Reynaud shoots. Misses wide of the near goal post. Circle that chance. Hard hit on the far side boards on Fletcher as Bednard got the better of the former Knoxville Ice Bear. Played behind the net as Schumacher will grab it in the far side corner. Here comes Schumacher. Gives ahead, but Oliveri took the passing lane away, and Mccoy takes the puck at the far side boards. Held by Vincenzo Renda. He'll push to Oliveri, who headmans to Drake Glover. He's got space down the near side wing. A low wrist shot sticked away by Stewart. Behind the net, this is Frank Schumacher. Lifts it off the far side boards. Oliveri will collect there for the Marksman. Gave ahead to Glover, who lost the puck at the attacking blue line. Bounced across the center ice face-off circle and eventually taken by Sullivan. The battle along the Birmingham boards. Birmingham bench side boards, I should say. Cup dumps it in down the near wing. Taken by Sullivan, even with the face-off circles. He'll push to the far wing. A rolling puck is battled for 2-by-2. The Marksmen come away with it. Zach Remmers holds on his backhand and will forehand off the boards, intercepted. Breakaway pass to Mike Davis, stretches too far. Williams will reach out and melt the puck with 2:08 to go in the second period. Chances for both sides. Birmingham inches away from drawing within one. As it stands, 3-1, Marksman lead.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
2:08 to go in the second period. Fayetteville Marksmen leading 3-1. Video review room back in Fayetteville that has zero affiliation with the league office. It's passed along to me that puck crossed the goal line. And as I look at it on the Jumbotron, this is a great look from the Birmingham crew. That is really, really close. And I can't say for sure because I'm just too far away to tell on the Jumbotron here. But social media crew for the Marksmen is passing on that they think it all crossed all the way. And I can tell you there's about 3,000 people here in Birmingham, Alabama that think it crossed as well. That's the thing. No video review in the SPHL. The only way that a no-goal call gets overturned to a goal is by officials' conference. Same thing for a goal that turns into no goal. There's got to be conference, and there has to be a consensus reached, and there was not in that case. You roll with the punches. Chipped up ice is going to grab it as Kyle Gonzalez. Lost the puck, a long shot on to Stewart. He'll kick it out with the far side leg pad. Marksmen have not quite had the same period shooting the puck that they did in the first, as instead of 17, they've been held to 7 in this period. Icing against Fayetteville with the puck coming all the way back down. Icing rather against Birmingham with a face-off coming down to Hayden Stewart's end. So the face-off will be to the glove side of Stewart with 107 seconds remaining in the second period. Oliveri winds and fires. His shot blocked by Colton Fletcher. Will bounce to center as Fletcher takes a run at Oliveri. Stephen Alvo retreats to the goaltender's trapezoid behind of Hayden Stewart. He'll try to get this puck out. He can as he's double-teamed. Will lose the puck to Drake Glover. Spins behind the net for Bednard. This one hopped up into Bednard's chest before Alvo settles to Fletcher. Mccoy will challenge as the puck bounces to center, but Mark Wilson will dump it right back in. I think Wilson's had a very nice game so far and hasn't played the most minutes in the world, but has been effective in the minutes he's played, and that'll go a long way for Corey Melker. You heard him in Marksman pregame talk about how important it was just to make sure that you were playing the game the right way. 50 seconds remaining in the second period, Wilson will push down the far boards to McNair, tried to center to Glover, but missed 2 steps too far. Near side corner. This puck will be taken up by Birmingham and lifted down the length of the ice. Icing waved. Oliveri tried to send it back up to Mccoy. This also won't reach the goal line. Birmingham will start things up from their own end. Skating with it here is Brody Duncan. Dumps it in down the far side boards. He'll go to Chase as he crunches Jarrett Cupp on the end boards. Birmingham has it. Rose with a slap shot through traffic. Big rebound. Clear to the high slot and eventually up through center. Oliveri fires a slap shot off the end boards. FX Sherrard with a weak backhander that misses wide. And time runs out in the second period. Birmingham gets one back early in the period off the stick of Matthew Hobbs. As it stands through 40 minutes, the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 3-1 lead. Shots in the second period for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 7, and a game total of 24. For the Birmingham Bulls, 11, and a game total of 18. Mission report. You're listening to Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on the Marksmen Radio Network and watching on Hockey TV.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Bradford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salad.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back to Pelham, Alabama. Drew Blevins alongside with you. It's time for our Ask the Voice segment, where we venture to answer one of your questions submitted by a listener right here in the broadcast booth. Only one question tonight because it comes with a lot of detail. It comes from Perry, who is listening in the Tri-Cities, and Perry wants to know, what is the process of making the ice like? How long does it take? How do the markings go down? And how cold is the ice? That's a lot to answer. And I'm just going to tell you the story of how the ice goes down in most rinks across the U.S. And whether this is a municipal facility or a pro facility, it all starts pretty much the same. You clean a flat concrete floor and you lay the boards down. Now, this is critical, because when you lay the boards down, you will actually put some sort of rubber or squishy type caulking where the boards meet the concrete so the water you're about to pour won't leak out. And then some people, for some reason, think that you just drop a hose and fill it like you would a swimming pool and it gets built up and that's that. It's actually quite the opposite. Harder ice is made in very thin layers, and when I'm saying thin, I mean the finest of fine mists go down, and it's a coat and a freeze and a coat and a freeze, and that concrete floor is holding coolness because of pipes underneath it that are just flooding coolant constantly. And if you ever hear of an ice plant going down, it happened in Knoxville about a month ago. That's when those pipes are no longer pumping the coolant, and that means the floor is not cold and the ice melts. Normally that is fixable with a reset of the system, but sometimes you've got to start all over from scratch. But as you're misting and misting, once 3 or 4 layers of misted water go down, you then have a water-based white paint. That's right. Remember, just like your ice cubes at home and whatever beverage you're drinking, watching, or listening along, that ice is going to freeze clear. So it gets painted white, and then that paint gets frozen in with a little bit more water. And then my favorite day in the whole process is when the logos and the markings go down. There are various different ways. There are some textile materials that are used. Those are typically sponsor logos that are printed on a textile material sheet that's almost a mesh point, if you know what I'm talking about, with little tiny holes that go through it. Those get laid out, flattened on the ice, and then you take a small fine mister, almost with a wand that looks like a power washing machine. You'll freeze those logos in first. You'll take off whatever you were holding down to flatten them. The lines are either done with paint, as they are in the Crown Coliseum. There are also some rinks that use construction paper or very fine, thin paper that they roll out and lay across. That's typically how goal lines are done, to keep them fine and straight. And then after that, and after you've hit it with the fine mister, it's just layering water in mist form over and over and over again. And once you can no longer rake your finger across the edge of those logos that you laid down, that's when you can bring the Zamboni out. You raise the blade up as high as it'll go, and you can start flooding water a little bit faster. Ultimately, the ice gets built up somewhere between 3/4 of an inch thick and 1 1/4 inch thick. And you play on that. The ideal surface temperature for ice in hockey is about 16 degrees, and that's what you want all of that water frozen into. And anytime it gets above that, you'll see standing water on the ice. There's a warm spot, and that can create dips and an uneven playing surface. But ice can be too hard, and if those skates can't cut into it, that actually poses a danger to the players with a little too much slippage, because those blades can't cut into the ice. So thank you so much to Perry for that question. We hope we have adequately walked you through the ice process of any hockey arena. And thank you so much to Dan and the crew at the Crown Coliseum for doing an outstanding job of keeping the ice in good shape in Fayetteville. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey or the Marksmen. We're about 5 minutes away from puck drop of the second period. When we come back, we'll take you around the SPHL, says Marksman Hockey.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome back to Pelham, Alabama. Drew Blevins alongside you. Time to go for a quick spin around the SPHL. We will start things off in Knoxville, where they're halfway through the third period, and the Ice Bears have a 4-0 lead on the Vermilion County Bobcats. At the Ford Center in Evansville, the Thunderbolts have pulled ahead of the Quad City Storm 2-1, just a minute and 30 seconds into the third period from Evansville. At the end of the second period, Huntsville has made a game of it. Roanoke leading Huntsville 4-3 at the Von Braun Center. Things are not getting any better, though, at the Bay Center in Pensacola, as the Ice Flyers have opened up an 11-1 lead on the Macon Mayhem. That game is not final. That game is just starting the third period. And one more goal will tie the Birmingham and Fayetteville record, and the Birmingham and Roanoke record for most goals in a single game this year. If Pensacola is able to slide a couple more by Macon, they'll have sole possession of the highest scoring game in the league this season. Already their 11 goals is the most by a single team this year. Marksmen lead 3-1 here in Pelham, Alabama. Third period puck drop is next.
Marquis?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marksman fans will need no reintroduction to the fact that the Fayetteville Marksmen had a lead last night against Knoxville going into the third period. It was only by a goal. It went by the wayside on 10 shots by Knoxville. They're up 2 here. They're going to want to batten down the hatches and split the road trip with a win and a loss. Fantastic crowd here in Birmingham tonight, and very near a sellout on Hawaiian shirt night. Of course, for those of you following along in the state of North Carolina, we hope you are hunkered down and watching and listening safely, as it is a balmy 45 here in Birmingham. I'm sure it's a good degree colder in Fayetteville, and you can check out the Fayetteville Marksmen Instagram story to see the Crown Coliseum turned into a snow globe from earlier today. Really cool scenes on a pretty good snowfall in the Sand Hills in eastern North Carolina. We're underway in the third period. 15 seconds gone by as Harrison Harper will try to backhand it up the far boards. Unsuccessful, but Don Oliveri will move it up the near boards to Fraze, who will clear the length of the ice. No carryover penalties and or power plays. Birmingham needing to find a little bit more offense. Told you in Marksman pregame, one of their keys to victory was a lot of shots on net. They've put 18 on so far in the hockey game. And if they want to have a chance, I think they've got to get to 30, maybe 35. They have it in their own zone as Remmers causes a disruption. Now Mccoy shoots off the blocker of Hayden Stewart. Dave Nippert to the rebound, pitchforked it ahead, but this one had some extra mustard on it. He's all the way down for icing with 57 seconds gone by in the third period. Face-off will be to the glove side of Hayden Stewart. Rocky start in the first period for Stewart, and For some reason, it always seems like there's one moment in games between the Marksmen and the Bulls that determine how this game goes. For some reason, I cannot shake the feeling that Shane Bednard's shorthanded marker is going to be that moment as Williams senses pressure and leaps on top of the puck as it bounced off the inboards back toward the front of his net. Shorthanded goals are kind of like special teams touchdowns in football. You never want to give them up. But when you do, it seems like you have to work doubly hard to get them back. Marksmen will win the draw in their own zone at the near circle. Turnover, Rose spins it on net. Williams is ready for it and cradles against the Fox head on the crest of his uniform and holds. And keep a close eye on this as well. Had the opportunity to talk with Matt Williams earlier today, and he felt like he had more than 22 shots on net versus Knoxville last night. And admittedly, it looked like both shot totals were a little low. Mike Davis has tied up Matt McNair. They're going to go. Davis swings. McNair tackles him. He's on top of him. Matt McNair gets another shot in on Davis. That's Matt McNair's first pro fight. Took a good one from Davis. Got him down to the ice. And that'll be it. Both players 5 for fighting right off the draw. And I doubt we'll see anything extra off this. Matt McNair is all of 5'8". Mike Davis, 5'10", 5'11", depending on where you look. So a nice little featherweight bout will send both captains over to the officials' crease. It's Taylor Mccoy and Dave Nippert acting on behalf of his penalized captain. We'll get the explanation here. Matt McNair has been tossed from the hockey game. There may be an extraneous penalty to McNair, not coming before the fight, but after. McNair did sneak in a couple shots after the referees had come in. But there has been no extra penalty put on the score clock here. Mark Dungan is over at Corey Melkert, who is vehemently gesturing. Those two have a history. Melkert is still giving it to him. Dave Nippert going to get the explanation from Mark Dungan. So Matt McNair has been given the boot. Nobody in the marksman box to serve the penalty. And there is going to be no power play given. So there's just been a game misconduct given to Matt McNair. And that would signal to me that that was something that happened after the officials got in to break up the fight. I'll try to get the official ruling for you when it updates here in Birmingham. As it stands, Matt McNair gone from the game. That means the Marksmen are down to 14 skaters to finish this third period. Birmingham centers the puck. Here's a high shot by Nippert that bounces off the blocker of Williams and out of play. Corey Melkert still shaking his head as Mark Dungan has been an official for a large handful of Fayetteville Marksmen games this season. And inevitably, when you see faces enough, you're bound to have a disagreement, and that can be difficult. Could be a 2-on-1 for the Marksmen as Remmers pushes ahead. He gets pinned on the far side boards. This puck will roll up to Donahue on the near side wing. He'll cut to center. Remmers takes it away, feeds Glover, who pulls the trigger off the catching side shoulder of Stewart, and Donahue picks up the rebound. Skates to center ice before giving the puck to Weber, who turns it over. But coming back to grab it is Schumacher, who will hammer it into the zone. Behind the net, the Marksmen will retrieve. Oliveri pushes up ice as he had Fraze, and this is going to roll directly in back of Hayden Stewart. Still waiting for those penalties to officially be uploaded, and the Bulls will have it in their own zone. Jarrett Cupp slides to Tanner Fraze. He'll pitchfork this up ice. A bouncer is handled cleanly by Kyle Gonzalez, who dumps it in, but not before taking a shot from Mark Wilson. Far side boards Wilson, chips it off the far glass. Gonzalez holds the line. In the far side corner, the Bulls will wipe it around to Steven Alvo, who has it at the top of the near circle. He'll turn it over to Shane Bednard. Reaching after it is Hobbs. Bednard beats him. Bednard passes around Devney. Gave to Reynaud. Back for Bednard in front. His shot knocked down by Hayden Stewart. 16:50 to go in the third period. The Bulls will break it out to the far side boards. A double team on Devney forces him to cough up the puck, as Jarrett Cupp will backhand into attacking space. FX Girard, far side corner, gives the puck away, and a hard hit on the end boards. Harrison Harper rocked Joe Devney. Marksman will chase the puck. Devney gets to it. He'll fling it the length of the rink. This will be icing against Birmingham. Harrison Harper with a hard hit on Devney. 16:22 to go in the third period. Harrison Harper is standing in the official's crease. He didn't realize that it was an icing face-off. Harrison Harper, one of the most unique characters on this Marksman team, hosts his own weekly podcast called The Podject. Highly recommended listen. I'll send the invoice to the Marksman's number 3 for promotion later on this week. Bryce Farrell getting in a shoving match with Colton Fletcher. Those two have been jawing at each other since the first period. Noah Ackerman and Kyle Gaspari keeping a close eye. Puck is dropped, and the Marksmen win the draw. Bodies falling all over the place as Alvo lost his footing and bowled over a teammate and a Marksman in the process. Bulls get to it. Rose from the near side wing tried to chip it ahead. He did, but too far for Fletcher. This is icing. And a new lineup coming out for the Marksmen. Remmers, McCoy, Fraze, Oliveri, Cupp. Face-off's going to be to the blocker side of Hayden Stewart. This may be a ploy by Corey Melkert. Try to get one here. The official penalties from the altercation are as follows. Matt McNair, a 5-minute fighting major. Mike Davis, a 5-minute fighting major. And Matt McNair with a 10-minute aggressor penalty. Folks, I've watched a lot of hockey. That's a tough pill to swallow when the 5'8" guy is the aggressor on a captain for Birmingham that has been known to play on and sometimes cross over the edge. Nonetheless, the Marksmen have faced adversity in the past handful of games. Why should this one be any different? 15:20 to go in the third period. 3-1. Marksmen lead. They've outshot Birmingham 27-20. So the Bulls struggle to break it out, but they do. This is Austin Weber ahead of the blue line. Splits the defense but lost the puck. Mark Wilson had a well-placed defensive stick. Behind the net getting to it is Shane Bednard. Pushes to the near wing for FX Girard. Girard lost the puck on a rough spot on the ice. He gets punished by Nippard, but is able to dump it in. Stewart will play to the far sideboards. Austin Weber pitchforks it ahead there, but the Marksmen will have it at their own blue line. This is Reynaud. Loses the puck to Matthew Hobbs. Reynaud hauled down by Hobbs. Marvin Powell goes in to try to pick up the puck. Reynaud on the bottom of the pile, the last to get up. He seems to be somewhat hampered. Getting back to the bench now, Bednard into attacking ice ahead of the blue line. Looked to spin for his shot, but loses the puck to Devaney. Devaney will pitchfork it all the way ahead. Vincenzo Renda in the near side corner. He's the first one to grab it. Far side corner board. Storman takes a spill. That'll loosen up the puck for Harrison Harper. Sends a pass to the near wing for Bryce Farrell as he will bully his way by Brody Duncan. Sam Storman has the puck, plays it behind the net for Farrell. Duncan lines him up on a hard hit in the far side corner. Another hard hit will jostle the puck free for the Marksmen. Oliveri with a one-timer from the near circle. Hammered into the gut of Stewart. Now Storman will be separated from the rest of the Bulls roster. 13:47 to go in the third period. The Marksmen have a 3-1 lead.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Fans, if you want to celebrate your child's birthday with the Fayetteville Marksmen, visit marksmanhockey.com/birthday packages. Every birthday package comes with 15 game tickets, a digital photo with Markey, and lifelong memories of celebrating their birthday with the Fayetteville Marksmen. That's marksmanhockey.com/birthday packages. 13:47 to go in the third period here in Pelham, Alabama. Fayetteville Marksmen leading the Birmingham Bulls 3-1. The Marksmen scored all three in the first period. Birmingham scored 2 minutes in to the second. Here's a backhander from Remmers as he tried to wrap it around and was unsuccessful. Harper will hold the line. Sends it behind the net. Puck is on edge and will eventually make its way to Carson Rose, who lifts the backhander all the way out into space, and Harrison Harper will go to chase. Finds Don Oliveri, who will push it to Tanner Fraze, chipped off of his stick. Stephen Alvo back to grab it for Birmingham. Alvo to Carson Rose on the near wing. Headman pass goes off the stick of Nippard, past Fletcher, and Williams will cover the puck. So an attacking zone draw coming for Birmingham. And this is where the Bulls are going to have to get a little bit sharper as Mike Davis is out of the penalty box. More words, Don Oliveri, Dave Nippard talking to each other. I'm surprised Nippard hasn't been a little bit more aggressive than we've seen as the Davis fight being replayed here. And as soon as those two crash, Matt McNair swung and got Davis right across the left cheek. That's a good scrap from a guy who you will not see fight a lot. Near side boards, FX Girard will dump it in, survives the contact from Frank Schumacher as we're south of 13 minutes to go in the hockey game. Wilson backpedaling, finds Jarrett Cupp, who snaps ahead for Alex Reynaud. Chip to the far side corner, the Marksman attacking zone. Back to grab it, the captain Davis. Sends it to Scotty Donahue. He's up the near side wing and will dump it in. Behind the net, Devney will go to chase. He's pressured by Jarrett Cupp, who takes him down. FX Girard onto the puck. Double teamed and will play it behind the net for Mark Wilson. Wilson with his eyes up. He's going to skate the puck himself. He's got space. Gains the red line and dumps it in. Bryce Farrell chasing Brody Duncan, who wins the foot race for the puck. Now Storman right between Davis and Duncan. Wins the puck back for Harrison Harper. Steps into a wrist shot. Gets tied up in the traffic. and bounces to the near side corner. Meanwhile, we're going to have a penalty called by Mark Dungan here. Or was this just a puck played with a high stick? That's just a puck played with a high stick. Normally you'll see the linesman make the call on that, and that's what threw me. So we'll stay 5-on-5. 12:02 to go in the third period. 3-1, Marksmen leading the Bulls. We'll have more separation as this time Bryce Farrell and Carson Rose are leaning on each other. Once again, those two wingers diving in, and Farrell will have to come in and take the draw. Glover thrown out of the circle to the actions of Bryce Farrell. Puck is dropped. Farrell's going to win it between the legs of Nippard and dump it below the goal line. Strong play by Bryce Farrell. Now Davis sends it ahead. Rose is the furthest up ice. His backhander goes wide as Williams forced him to the far post. Great play, both ends. Now the Marksmen have another chance. Farrell taken down by Davis from behind as he came flying in. Farrell off on a change as the Bulls get to it. Mike Davis. Cross ice pass to Jake Cass, the defenseman. Peels around of Remmers and will dump it behind the net. Williams will set it on a tee there for Vincenzo Renda. Steps between the face-off circles and passes to Tanner Fraze. He gets tripped up by Austin Weber. This is going to be a penalty against Weber, and the Marksmen will go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play with 11:11 to go in the third period. Will not get a lot more obvious than that. A good job by Tanner Fraze to keep his feet moving. 9:49 into the third period. Austin Weber will have a seat. Top power play group out for the Marksmen. Bednard, Fraze, Reynaud with Mccoy and Oliveri. Oliveri has it near circle, pulls the trigger, misses wide of the near post. Bednard holds the line at the far side hash marks. To the far corner, Tanner Fraze. Leaned on and has to use Reynaud for help. He's going to shoot it to the near side point using the kick plate. Here's a shot that ricocheted off of Donahue in front, nearly on goal, but wide of the near post. Marksman will set it up to the far side wing. Fraze with a snake eyes pass to Don Oliveri. Shoots off of his shin pad as Hobbs blocked it. Gives to Donahue, 2-on-1 defensively. Donahue works to the far side boards, gets around Fraze, but was cut off by the captain Mccoy. Marksmen swarm the puck and push it behind the net. Minute and 15 seconds to go in the minor to Austin Weber. Here comes Don Oliveri. Gains the red line and slaps it around the boards to the far side hash. Taken there by Tanner Fraze. He loses the puck. Mike Davis gets to it. Pitchforks a backhander all the way up ice. Now a foot race. Nippard on Mccoy. Mccoy jockeys for position, wins it. Back behind the net to Don Oliveri. It's a great hustle by Nippard. Don Oliveri is going to leave this puck. As FX Girard comes back, Oliveri will now skate it up himself. Backhands to Zach Remmers and gets off on a change. Remmers drives into the attacking zone down the near side wing. Lost his footing as he was cut off by Davis, and the Bulls will wrist it all the way down the length of the ice with 25 seconds to go in the Weber minor. He's standing up in the box. Jarrett Cup for the Marksmen. Ahead of the red line, into attacking ice down the near boards, lost the puck at the blue line, and it'll be iced once again by the Bulls. A methodical penalty kill where the Marksmen have had not a lot to do on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Wilson lost the puck and lost his stick. Chance for Colton Fletcher as we return to five-a-side hockey. Fletcher pulls the trigger on a slap shot that's blocked by Wilson. Wilson behind the net to grab it. Off the far side boards, hits Remmers, who centers the puck for Fraze. This puck slid under his stick to the near side boards. Birmingham pushes up ice with it. Colton Fletcher dumps it in for Brody Duncan to go chase. He crunches Jarrett Cup on the end wall, but the Marksmen get to the puck. Fraze pushes up ice, but now it'll be Kyle Gonzalez to track it down. Finds Stephen Alvo, who gives to Marvin Powell, who looked to dump it in off of his stick. This one slides up his forehand and out of play. 8:30 to go in the third period. 3-1 Fayetteville.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Couple of quick score updates for you in the world of the National Football League. Earlier this afternoon, the Cincinnati Bengals punched their ticket to the AFC Championship game with a 52-yard game-winning field goal to beat the Tennessee Titans 19-16. And with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, the Green Bay Packers leading in the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field over the San Francisco 49ers 7-3. Delighted to have you with us for this one. Tight hockey game, 3-1 the score, the Marksmen in the driver's seat. As Birmingham looks for a comeback effort. This is iced, and Devaney took a hard spill at the red line at the end of the play. Joe Devaney will peel himself up off the ice and will work back. Staying on the ice for this defensive zone draw for Birmingham. Bednard to take the face-off for the Marksmen. Kyle Gaspari will get everybody set. Bednard wins the draw. He hangs on to it, gives a pass to the low slot. It bounces back to Bednard's skates, and he's unable to corral. Birmingham gets it out to center. No further, though. Renda on the near boards will loft it ahead over Gonzalez's stick, and back to retrieve is Stephen Alvo. He'll work directly in back of Hayden Stewart. 7:50 to go in the third period. Long look up ice for Alvo, who will push to the near wing for Kyle Gonzalez. Makes a crossover and cuts to the red line before dumping it in. Devaney, the single-man pressure, with Vincenzo Renda standing in back of Matt Williams. 7:30 to go in the third period. Brought ahead by Taylor Mccoy. He's met stick-to-stick by Schumacher, still pushing ahead. Schumacher slaps it back out just across the blue line, so the Marksmen will have to touch as Harper dumps it in. Frank Sullivan gets to the puck. Drops behind the net for Schumacher, who will look up ice. Hayden Stewart helping him with directions. Schumacher sends it to the near side for Frank Sullivan. Sullivan, the defenseman, driving in. He's got one man to beat, but a good stick by Alex Reynaud took away the shooting lane. Now Fraze will just bounce it ahead. Schumacher playing soccer to kick it back into attacking ice from center. He'll regroup there. Headman look for Davis, with the pass being blocked by Jarrett Cup. Dumped in by the Bulls as Davis will take it to the far side boards. Tried to center. Stolen by Oliveri. Here comes Don Oliveri, 2-on-2 with FX Girard going with him. Smart play to dump it to the far side boards. FX Girard will take up the fight there. 6:30 to go in the third period. As the Bulls will double team the puck and get it out to center. Taken there by Jarrett Cup as he tried to backhand up ice. Stolen away by Donahue, who will lose out to FX Girard. Far side red line, Girard will dump it into Remmers. He's got it at the far face-off circle. Zach Remmers to the near side. Wilson, he fires a shot from a long way out. That's kicked out by Hayden Stewart to the far side boards. Remmers unable to hold the line, but has support from Renda. Shoots to the near defenseman Wilson, who passes up through center. Drake Glover tried to dump it in. Off of his stick, off of Duncan, and the puck never got further than the Marksmen attacking blue line. Now Donahue with a long wrist shot over the crossbar. Bednard will pick up the puck for the Marksmen. Bednard punished by Colton Fletcher, but got the puck ahead. Here's Bryce Farrell. Alvo drops him. This is going to be a penalty for interference. Well, Bryce Farrell has been under every Birmingham Bulls skin this game. He gets the better of Stephen Alvo, and Alvo will go to the box for interference, and this is going to take 2 valuable minutes off the clock with 5:38 to go in this third period. Time of the penalty, 14:22. 4th straight penalty taken by the Bulls. Excuse me. 3 of the last 4 penalties taken by the Bulls. I had mismarked Don Oliveri's minor for boarding. Farrell's going to go out on the power play here, and he's going to be called in to take the face-off after the late change. Tried to push it forward again, but this time sniffed out by Gonzalez. The clearing attempt is stopped off of a wayward stick. Zach Remmers now. He's punished on the near side boards by Davis, and this puck will get out. Williams out of his net to leave this on a tee. FX Girard looking ahead. As Bryce Farrell's lined up on the near wing. Takes a cross check from Dave Nippert as those two are locked up. Dumped in by the Marksman down the far sideboard. Schumacher after it. Wristed around the kick plate. Nippert cannot lift it around of Jarrett Cupp. Passes to Bryce Farrell. Takes a hard shot from Alvo. Here's a long shot from Cupp. The near blue line. Watched into the glove of Hayden Stewart. 4:57 to go in the third period. The Marksmen trying to polish off a win. They lead 3-1. We go down the stretch when we return.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
All righty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
4:57 remains in the hockey game. The Fayetteville Marksmen looking for their first road win since December 18th. Came in this building, oddly enough, by a final score of 3-1. Stefano Durante in a start for revenge here in Birmingham. Face-off won by the Marksmen near side of their own zone. Mccoy driving centers. He was looking for Reynaud, but Bednard has to come get to it. Pushes to Tanner Fraze, patrolling the far side point. Given right back to Bednard. Centers for Reynaud. Missed him wide. Reynaud picks up the puck on his forehand. Curls to the near blue line, Oliveri. To the far side face-off circle, Fraze pulls the trigger. Gets through Stewart, but stays out. That bounce behind Stewart in the goal crease. Now a centering pass from Mccoy over his stick. He's got to give to the point. Oliveri, one hands to hold it. Pushes to the far blue line. Tanner Fraze gives below the goal line to Bednard, who has it in the far corner. Rotates to the top of the far circle. Leaves for Oliveri at the point. He's got a lane. Oliveri pulls the trigger on a slap pass to Mccoy. That lane taken away by Dave Nippert, but the Marksmen hold the line. Oliveri pulls the trigger for real this time. In and out of the glove of Hayden Stewart. Back behind the net, Alex Reynaud tracking the puck. Gave it away, and the Bulls will clear the length of the rink with 20 seconds to go in the Alvo interference minor. He's standing in the box. He'll come out with just a little more than 3:30 to go in the hockey game. This is Vincenzo Renda. He'll dump it in down the near boards, gets to the near corner. He'll lay it behind the net. Taken there by Glover, who finds Renda. Renda gives below the goal line to Glover. Found FX Girard in the far side corner. We return to even strength. 3:30 to go in the third period. Bulls trapped in their own zone. Carson Rose plays behind the net. This is Brody Duncan. Looked ahead for Mike Davis. This is a wild pass that is icing by a mile. 3:17 to go in the third period. 3-1 Marksman lead. We'll keep an eye on Hayden Stewart, but no thought of pulling the Bulls netminder until Birmingham can clear out their own zone. I think it's a telltale sign that Birmingham has been held to 2 shots on goal in this third period. And not that the Marksmen have exploded for a ton. They have a respectable 8. But it's been a solid team defensive effort. Puck is at the red line, far side boards. Davis trying to kick the puck free, and he does, but right to Jarrett Cupp. Stewart sinks back in his net, awaiting the oncoming charge. This puck came up high and caught Fletcher as Glover was there. The Bulls are into attacking ice. This is Carson Rose. Pulls the trigger, patted away by Matt Williams. Vincenzo Renda to the rebound. Stewart hanging out between the hash marks as the marksman will float it back down to his end. Frank Sullivan is the first back for Birmingham. Sullivan starts his engine, pushes a pass to the far side wing. It's given away by Nippert. Bednard clubs it up ice for Mccoy. He's into attacking space. Rolled one toward the net. Stewart wants to melt it and does with 2:18 to go in the third period. Kevin Kerr and Craig Simchuk do have a timeout to use should they choose. All the Bulls looking over. They're going to opt to play on, it looks like. Bednard puts his stick down first, loses the draw to Dave Nippert. Birmingham has it on the near boards. Headman pass is up ice to Devney. Stewart hanging out between the face-off circles. Marksmen have the puck behind the net. Stewart still waiting there. Here's a shot toward Williams. It catches a marksman in front, rolls toward the net. Williams finds it. Whistle is blown. It may have been quick. Minute 59 to go in the third period, and Hayden Stewart is coming off the ice at the whistle. Well, the rookie netminder got bailed out there as he leaped on top of the puck but did not have a good grasp on it. So a minute 59 to go in this third period. 3-1 the Marksmen lead. Birmingham needs 2. 6 on 5 and an empty net for Birmingham. Mike Davis will look over to Mark Dungan. He calls timeout. We reset this hockey game for you. Always seems like it's close when these two teams get together. This is no exception. Zach Remmers with his first goal as a marksman. 4:19 into the first period, opened the scoring. Then Drake Glover, just 4 seconds after the expiration of the marksman power play, makes it 2-0. Shane Bednard, shorthanded down the near side wing, beats Hayden Stewart on a goal Stewart would probably like to have back. It made it 3-0 at the end of the first period. Then Matthew Hobbs gets one back, scrambling in front. And that's where we stand. Have not seen a goal in 36 minutes of play. The Marksmen were the team that needed to be better early. They wanted to build a lead and they wanted to play with it. They have. The Marksmen break the huddle first. They line up for the face-off to the blocker side of their rookie netminder, Matt Williams. Mike Davis will go against Shane Bednard. Bednard wins it cleanly to the near corner. Cup tried to wipe it around the far sideboards. Cut off by Carson Rose. He gives to Davis. Centers to Jake Cass. Backdoor pass, a one-timer, goes off the stick of Renda, who blocked it. Now the line is held by Kyle Gonzalez. He'll backhand to the near side corner for Colton Fletcher. Fletcher hangs on to the puck. Gives to Gonzalez, who will center. A long shot from Cass. Made it through traffic. Hobbs spins it on goal. He shot it right off the tongue of Mike Davis' skate. The Marksman will clear it down the far side boards. It will go beyond the goal line. This is icing, and a minute 25 to go in the third period. Same unit will stay out for Birmingham. You'd be hard-pressed to tell me there'd be any changes to this group. They need 2. Bednard will be opposed by Fletcher on the face-off here. Bednard tried to win it back. He cannot. Gonzalez steps in and has it far corner for Birmingham. Lays it off the end wall to Colton Fletcher. He'll hold it. The near side hash marks. Fletcher squares and gives to Carson Rose near point. Right back for Fletcher at the near circle. As we approach a minute to go, backdoor pass, a one-timer. Williams got across. A huge stop by the rookie netminder. Birmingham holds the line on the clearing attempt. They do it again. Rose gets to the far side boards. South of a minute to go. Mike Davis in the far corner. Sweeps to Carson Rose, who has it at the far blue line. Bounces a pass off of his captain. The marksman clear to center. Jake Cass retreats to his own blue line to grab it. Centers the puck. It rolls right back to him. He'll have to push to the far wing for Rose to dump it in. Davis will meet Renda in the near side corner. Stephen Alvo retreats to the blue line with the puck. He'll find Colton Fletcher with 30 seconds to go. He pulls the trigger from the near circle. Caught and held on to by Williams. Matt Williams hasn't been the busiest netminder tonight, but he's been timely. 27 seconds away from his first professional win. Bednard will oppose Davis at the circle. The Marksmen have too many men. FX Girard has to hustle off. Shaking his head at Corey Melkert, saying, I can't change. This is a tired group out for the Marksmen. Davis wins the draw. Jake Cass tried to send a pass to Fletcher. It bounces off a body. Fletcher gets it back. Tried to shoot, but it's ricocheted off a body and wide of the near post. 15 seconds to go in the hockey game. Hobbs has it in the far side corner. Gives it to the point. Here's a wrist shot blocked by Cup on the way through. Marksmen get to it. They swipe it around the near side boards. 5 seconds to go. This puck will not reach the goal line. The Fayetteville Marksmen will snap the losing streak. They'll take the win home. Painted orange and black. 3-1 the final. Matt Williams with a redemption performance. Turns away 23 of 24 shots tonight. He earns his first professional win. And the Fayetteville Marksmen get their fourth win over the Birmingham Bulls of this season. They'll improve to 18-10-1 on the year and start to put a little bit more heat on the Peoria Rivermen. The final score, the Fayetteville Marksmen 3, the Birmingham Bulls 1. We invite you to tune over to the Marksman Radio Network for Marksman postgame after these messages.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
For the final time this season, we welcome you back inside the UAB Sports Medicine Ice Surface at the Pelham Civic Complex here in Pelham, Alabama, where the Fayetteville Marksmen are victorious, snapping a 3-game losing skid over the Birmingham Bulls. 3-1 the final in this one as we put the game on reset for you. Zach Remmers, with his first goal as a marksman, opens the scoring 4:19 into the first period. Following up just 4 minutes later, Drake Glover scores on a strange play in front with a defensive breakdown as a penalty expires. It's an even-strength marker, second time in as many games that the Marksmen needed a 2-minute and a little bit of extra change power play to earn a power play goal. They come up empty in the St. Peter Pest Control power play tonight, but Glover makes it 2-0. And then the moment that I really think changed the complex of this game, Shane Bednard, shorthanded down the near sideboards, pulls the trigger, beats Hayden Stewart to the long side. And I really think that's the goal that kicked everything into overdrive for the Marksmen. They became much better game managers. They didn't push as hard in the second and third period. Frankly, they didn't need to. But I also think that put the pressure on Birmingham, and they gripped their sticks a little bit tighter, and they just struggled to get anything going in the offensive zone. They do score one early in the second period, 2:04 into the frame. Matthew Hobbs with his first in Birmingham unassisted even-strength marker on a net front scramble that he puts the puck in the back of the net. 3 stars of the game are brought to you by Bubba's 33. You can visit them in the Westwood Shopping Center in Fayetteville. Good times, great food, Bubba's 33. Third star of the hockey game with 23 saves in his first professional win is number 30, Matt Williams. Williams had been under a lot of pressure, really a guy that is a third-string netminder in the Marksman lineup with Jason Pulaski called up. He's backing up Stefano Durante, who gets injured in practice. That means Williams is going to have 3 straight starts with the Fayetteville Marksmen, and he comes up big tonight, logging 23 saves on 24 shots for his first pro win. Could not be happier for the Halifax, Nova Scotia native and the product of Wilfrid Laurier University. Second star is Shane Bednard with his shorthanded goal, a great individual effort and a quick wrist shot. It's been a while since we've talked about Bednard putting the puck in the back of the net. In fact, if memory serves, you've got to go all the way back to December, in the middle of December, in the 3-game road trip against Macon and Birmingham to find the last time he put the puck in the net. And the first star with a goal and an assist in this one is Zach Remmers, special player, kind of held in check against Knoxville last night, getting used to playing with a new team to him after 19 games with the Iowa Heartlanders, but he was massive tonight for the Marksmen, and I thought played a really, really good hockey game, and kind of an unsung hero also. Earns a victory. Final shot totals for you in the third period. The Fayetteville Marksmen have 8 shots for a game total of 32. The Birmingham Bulls with 6, 4 of them coming in the last 2 minutes for a game total of 24. Neither team scores on the power play as Birmingham goes 0 for 3 on the man advantage. The Marksmen go 0 for 4 on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Shane Bednar with a shorthanded marker, the only special teams play of the evening. With the win, the Fayetteville Marksmen will take the season series from the Birmingham Bulls as they have logged their 4th win, and with only 2 games remaining, this is the 2nd season series that the Marksmen have won this year. They have also taken the season series over the Macon Mayhem. Our next broadcast will be Friday night from the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville. It'll be Stranger Things night as the Macon Mayhem return to town. And don't forget, coming up on the weekend, Star Wars night on Saturday with the first 1,000 kids getting a free lightsaber. And our Salute to Service Sunday brought to you by MetroNet coming up on Sunday, both of those games against the Pensacola Ice Flyers. Folks, thanks so much for joining us for this one. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, I'm Drew Blevins. Good night.